Good morning, everybody. Bonjour. Thanks for coming along. As you can see, I'm just driving by the sea as I'm on my way to the big project that we've been working on. We are coming to a close on this project, as discussed, and it's giving me a chance to reflect on things and really think about what's important and the direction of where I want my life and my family's life to go. And I'm feeling positive, you know. We've had a tough January. We've all had the January blues in our house, but we're moving on. We're on the last week of January and I'm excited. I am genuinely excited about the next phase of our journey. Another positive thing that's happening this week is I've currently got the joiner at our house and he is doing the templating for the cooker hood. For those of you that follow my wife's channel, you will know this has been quite the saga. What it means is that the joiner is going to template it, so he's cutting it all on site, the MDF, and then he's going to take it away and he will be doing the routering out in his workshop. Then we'll get it back and it still won't be finished. We need to decorate it. I've got to order a couple of corbels. I've seen some nice ones on Etsy, some timber ones that'll go nicely underneath it, and we just need to decorate it then and it'll be finished. I don't know whether we should paint it in the same colour as the kitchen, because it won't be exactly the same finish, because obviously the kitchen itself has been finished in a factory with a specific paint. Now, although I'll be able to get a good match on the paint and the RAL, I may not be able to get exactly the same finish because that will have been machine sprayed. And I don't know how many layers and all that sort of thing. It'll be difficult. So sometimes it's better to just change the colour. So if you think about it, what I'm thinking is we could have the same colour as the corniche in the kitchen, which is kind of like an antique off-whitey colour, which I think would look good if we did the cooker hood in the same colour, because it then doesn't look like it's been manufactured after the kitchen as an afterthought. It's more of a feature, but we'll see. I don't get to choose this thing. I will discuss it with Fern and see what she wants to do. Okay, we've had a little bit of a change of direction today. Unfortunately, joiner's had to go home because he was cutting everything outside and it has started to rain. Cooker hood on pause. Coming back Thursday, hopefully, once the weather gets a little bit better. I've also just been to site on the Cap d'Antibes. The screeders are working outside, unfortunately, in the rain, and they are still working because they've got to go back to Lithuania this afternoon. So it is what it is for them, guys. They will be driving through the night back up to Lithuania this evening. Weather or no weather, it is what it is. They were telling me, however, that it is currently -20 in Lithuania. So this is basically like a summer holiday. We're coming to a close on everything that we're doing and things are slowing down a little bit for me. And I know now that I am making the right decision. I'm starting to feel excitement about starting a new venture or new part of my life. I'm now mid-life, I would say. I'm 39, 40 this year, and I get why people say life begins at 40. I think it's because you spend, or I have in particular, spent the last 20 odd years, maybe longer than that because you start at school, trying to impress people or trying to have the best of everything, particularly when we used to live in England. It's just how it works. Whereas I feel when you get to midlife or when you get to 40, you kind of can't be arsed with that stuff anymore, especially when you live in another country. You just don't seem to be in that same sort of bubble, and I like it. It's freeing. It is a place I really enjoy being, actually. I like being this age and not caring what other people think. it's liberating. I don't know if everyone gets to this stage in their life at like 40, but the sooner you get there, the better your life becomes. I was worried about becoming 40, and now I'm actually really excited. Like, if every year after this one feels like this, then it's going to be some 20 years to come, because I've changed direction on my career. I plan to be at home more. I don't want to miss any more of my children's or my wife's lives. I want to be the person that I feel I could have been sooner but was held back from work. I just want to be there more. I want to be at home more. I want to be more present. I don't want to be on the phone all the time. I know now what matters, because when you're on your deathbed, God forbid, which will be hopefully a long way off just yet, but when I'm there, I know what matters, and it's not going to be my bank balance. No one will care at that point. What will matter is who will remember you for your values and your love. What sort of legacy will you leave? What sort of memories will you leave? No one cares about the money. It's gone. As soon as you're dead, it's gone. Someone else gets it, or your family gets it. Unless you're going to be a billionaire and you leave like exceptional wealth behind for the family, and you change the course of your family's existence. But even then, it's still only a material thing. Like, I know what matters, and it's who you are as a person whilst you are here, as to how you are remembered when you are gone. So does anyone else out there have the possibility to take a pause in their life? Are you at a crossroads? Is there something that you have been thinking about changing, but not sure if you can make that commitment or not? Sometimes you just need to stop. Stop the hamster wheel of daily habits, the same commute, the same job, the same everything, the same people even. And it's just good to take that pause and actually really analyze and think about what matters. Because I've literally spent, I think, the last 20 years or whatever doing the same things all the time, thinking about growing, pushing for business, moving on to the next job, chasing turnover, chasing clients, delivering projects. And I've never really stopped and thought about why. Why am I even doing it? Who am I doing it for? And who am I trying to impress? And now I've realised it's not something I actually even want to be doing. How long have I been wasting? Right, after that little conversation, I'm going to get myself home, go see my wife. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go see the wife. One of the guys on site, it was his birthday today. 18 years old. Moldovan though, can't speak his language. But he did have a delicious cake. Now, unfortunately, it was a very heavy cream cake, and I haven't eaten anything else today. So that is not sitting well in my gut. Now, a quick bit of nutritional advice there for anyone who is willing to take it on. Don't eat cream cake before you've eaten your dinner. Don't land well. Take that on board. Best tip you'll hear of the day. Don't eat cream cake before you eat your dinner. Together. On a weekday. Yes. This is very rare. Another positive thing to come out having a little break from sight. I get to spend more time with you. This is a life luxury. It's a life luxury, yeah. Spending your days together. Yes. Time is like such a luxury. It's precious. Yeah. That's why a pause is very good, like I've been saying in this video. It's made me really realise what is important. Was it? Yeah. Did you not realise before? No, you just get stuck in the same thing, don't you? You just go to work, you come home, and that's life. Well, we've run a few errands in Cannes now, dropped a few parcels off. This is the kind of stuff I usually do on my own, you see. Yeah. Not anymore. I'm going to make a thing of this. We actually moved to France to do this together. Yeah. You know, so I do like spending time with you. It's lovely. Yeah, nice. Wake up in such a like more relaxed mood with no like stress. That's bright sun. It is very bright sun. Get some of that sun in your face. Yeah, there's one ultra positive thing about taking a pause. You get to do things that are completely out of routine. At first they feel a little bit weird, like it's midday, I'm going out for a quick session down at the bars, weighted pull-ups. I'm having to create my own stress by going down to the bars. Normally I'm under extreme pressure, and today I'm not. It feels a bit strange. Enjoyable, but strange. And you know, normally, this morning, I got up and I did my calisthenics session at home, and normally I would have to wait until the next day to finish the session because I didn't have time. I had to take Nancy to school, which is the normal routine. But today, I thought to myself, oh, actually, I'll just go before I eat at lunchtime. I'll have a good morning, sat on the laptop doing a bit of working from home, and then before I eat, I'll nip out to the bars and do a 30-minute session. And yeah, I've managed to do it. It just stopped raining. Look, by the sea. I've got nice weather, getting a bit of vitamin D from behind the clouds, and I am feeling fresh. This is life. This is where it's meant to be. It's not all about work. I'm figuring it out. After 22 years of being on site, I am figuring it out that this is what life's meant to feel like. Right, let's get this session done. Let's be having ya.
Hey, stop it. No. Stop.
You alright?
Yeah.
I'm just making a video about like
Hi.
having a pause in life and moving on to like the next phase of mine. Because I'm just taking a little bit of time out from work. I'm changing direction, all that. Have you got anything to say about that? Or... No?
Yeah. Cool. Stop now.
Do you think it's important that I pick you up from school? Do you like that?
Well, yeah, sure.
You do?
I can't drive, can I?
Yeah, I know, but do you like it that I pick you up? Or...
Yeah, because Mum goes quite slow.
It's not just about that, is it? It's about the look.
Yeah, where we're going now. Stop! I know you like your vlogs to be long, but you don't just waste it on random stuff.
I'm not wasting it.
Stop it now!
Every time I pick her up as well, I give her a big kiss.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't, by the way.
Well, I love you.
He's always on call with one out in work. And
Not anymore.
He doesn't
Not
even,
anymore.
He doesn't even...
I love you, darling.
He
Yeah.
doesn't even say hi.
Every time. Every single time. Isn't that right?
It's not as far.
Good morning, everybody. It's later on in the week now. We are on Thursday, and today I am meeting a new client on a project at the Parc de Cap. It's a modern apartment development on the Cap d'Antibes. It was actually built by a guy called John Caldwell. Has anybody out there ever heard of him? He actually built Phones for You and sold it in the UK. He's one of the richest businessmen from the UK. Started out as a car salesman, actually. And then he started to sell mobile phones out the back of his car. And then he built a company in the UK called Phones for You. Phones for You. I think that's how it went. Anyway, I just remember the adverts. Anyway, he built this place. Quick bit of info. The apartments on the top, I painted one a few years ago, and the apartment was actually valued at around about 5 million euros. 5 million euros for an apartment in an apartment block. Now that, to me, is madness. But hey, what do I know? Maybe one day I'll be developing projects just like that myself. We'll see. I don't know. I don't even know if I want the pressure or the stress, to be honest. Up until this point, I must have been accumulating a lot of stress, because this week I just feel so much calmer. I've barely been on the phone. I've just really appreciated the break. And now that the sun's come out, it is making it even better. Not even from the point of that I'm not getting any stress at the moment. It's more from the point that I can actually step back, think and plan things. Like, I'm being given the opportunity to actually plan the next step. Tomorrow I've got a call with someone quite interesting who contacted me through YouTube. He's a property developer, and I'm really excited to discuss this venture with him, because I know I have great local knowledge of this area, and he will have knowledge of the trade or the business that I'm trying to get into. So it should be a good conversation tomorrow, because I'll have valuable information for him and he'll have valuable information for me, and you just never know what will come from this sort of interaction. And that interaction would have never happened if I'd still been doing what I was doing before, because we're speaking Friday afternoon, you know. I would normally have a morning of being on site, being bombarded with questions, but I've not got that now. I've not got that tomorrow. I'm going to wake up at my own leisure. I'm going to go to site, but it won't be the same experience. I won't be under stress. There's a project manager on that project now. As a site manager, it's not me anymore. I'm there as a consulting person only to finish a certain part of my project. So, different experience, and one that I really am enjoying. I'm telling you, this week has added at least 2 years on my life, if not more. Maybe 10. Because accumulative stress is no good for anyone. It's good to put yourself under a little bit of stress, because you need it in your life. You do need a bit of stress, but that type and that much and all encompassing, you don't need that. Just waiting to go in. But they do have, these apartments have pools on the top floor as well. The penthouse ones. So there you go. There's the development. Well done, John. I'm sure you made a pretty penny on this one. Back in a bit. I've worked on that. You know. See that view? I did get you a little sneak peek. Now, the property manager did say that was not 5 million. That one was actually 6.5 million. And she has a client or a tenant coming in July, and they are paying 120,000 euros in rent for 1 month. The road is barriered. Bloody hell. We've had a lot of storms this week, and it's brewed up quite a swell. So a lot of the roads, the coastal roads that meet the beaches, have been closed off because they're covered in debris. So it makes getting around the coast a little bit more difficult than it usually is. Get through here. And if you couldn't tell, we're back in the attic. Currently, just about to board this area right here behind me. And then we're done for boarding. Check this out. Got our first walls in there, all boarded. Oh, clean that camera a little bit. Look at that. Woohoo! All boarded out now. Job worth doing. Got all this storage space. Yes, it's only 1.5 meters high, but look at that. All that space. Christmas decorations galore up here. Thanks for joining me this week. Sort this mop out. Look at that. That's better, kind of. Thanks for joining me this week. Appreciate you coming along. Appreciate you watching the whole video all the way through if you have. And seeing as you're at the end, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hype, all that jazz. And if you hype, I know you watch to the end, and I really appreciate it. Okay? Thanks a lot. See you next week for more probably conversion, probably a bit of insulating, plasterboarding. I think 2 more good days in here with one guy and we will have this ready for storage. How exciting. See you later. Made myself a gym. Oh, hey. If you're not going to have fun, what's the point, eh?